Welcome to Spoiled to Perfection, the show that unlocks the magic behind food techniques such as pickling, fermenting, curing, salting, smoking, brining, and curdling, just to name a few. Right here in front of me, I have 3 spirits produced by craft distillers and twin brothers, Chris and Brandon Matthews of Sonoma Brothers Distilling. They use the finest ingredients and time-tested techniques of fermentation and distillation to produce small batch whiskey, vodka, and gin. These spirits are so good that they can be enjoyed neat or in a well-balanced cocktail. Coming up, we'll meet Chris and Brandon at their Windsor Distillery for a real hands-on experience making whiskey. Plus, we're gonna come right back here to the Geyserville Gun Club, where cocktail designer Damien is gonna mix us up a few drinks that are sure to blow us away.
Hey Garrett, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Hey Garrett, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing awesome, doing awesome. Hey, so this is where it all happens, huh?
Yeah, welcome. Sonoma Brothers Distilling, this is our tasting room. And obviously we don't make it in the tasting room, we make it here on site at the distillery. But.
Right, need a little bit more space to make it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, cool, so people come in here and they can do tasting in this space, is that what happens?
Yeah, with that recent law that passed, we're able to do up to 1.5 ounces pour per person per day. So they can come in here, we can tell them about all our spirits, taste them on our gin, our whiskey, our vodka, and today we'll actually be walking you through the process of our bourbon whiskey.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go on out there and we'll show you the whole process.
Let's do it. So guys, this is where you do all the work, right? So this is the still and some tanks. Tell me where we're at.
Yeah, we're here at our distillery in Sonoma County, California, Windsor, and this is where we do everything on site from grain to glass. We have our still in the background, our beautiful handcrafted still made in Germany. It's Arnold Holstein type still, and then our mash tank right behind us. We have ferment tanks and everything right here on site.
Just tell me a little bit about how'd you get started in a distillery? Why'd you start a distillery?
We're twin brothers. We were both born and raised here in Sonoma County. Kind of always had that entrepreneurial spirit and wanted to bring something a little unique to the wine country. We always loved home winemaking and brewing. Got into the distillation side and have taken some classes. We did some studying back east at Michigan State University, where we kind of built the brand and built the company, and then brought it back here to the wine country.
So you have a vodka, a gin, and a whiskey.
Correct. Yeah, we have those 3 out in the market right now. We definitely have some other things going on here on site with some brandies, some apple brandies, some wine brandies, but these 3 products and released to the market right now.
What are we focusing on today?
So today we're going to do a mash from start to finish, and we're going to be doing a bourbon whiskey mash. So we use GMO-free corn, wheat, and barley.
So this is the corn. This is the wheat and the barley over there.
Correct. Yep.
Great. Is that malted barley?
Yes, it's a malted barley. It's a specialty malted barley that we use.
Special secret ingredient.
Can't release
secret recipe.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
So the mash tank is essentially a big cooker. So we start by putting hot water in there and heating up the water, and then adding the grain. And then the grain start gelatinizing with the water and turning those starches into sugar.
Great.
Let me get
so how, I saw some steam come out of there. How hot is it up in there?
It's about 150 degrees, 140, 150 degrees, which we started adding the grain.
That's pretty warm.
Yeah.
So what do you put in first?
So we do mostly the corn first. So all grains, most grains have starches, obviously, and the starches, when you add water and heat, will start breaking down, and those will essentially break down into fermentable sugars, which the yeast eats and makes alcohol.
So what's he dumping in right now?
So that's still the corn.
What's the corn?
And like I said, there's a certain amount of water in there. We have some agitator motors in there, which is a big mixer cooker.
Yeah, mixing around in there.
Yeah, so it's a big mixer kind of cooker, and then we'll keep adding all those. Mostly the corn first, and we'll start adding a little bit of the wheat, and then the barley also.
Can I get up there and?
I
really.
Yeah,
can I grab a bag and
I
just?
thought you guys would never ask. I mean, come on.
So what goes in next?
So this is the wheat. Yeah. Actually, why don't you do a corn?
Okay, we'll do one more corn here.
One more corn.
Here, I don't want to. You get up there.
Oh no!
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Nobody else wants me to hurt myself either. Whoa! Hey, so it's like a big standing mixer up here.
Yeah. Yeah, the big paddle mixer in there. You can just
this is like going to the gym, guys. Oh my gosh.
You can just go ahead and slowly add it in.
How slow?
You don't got to be so generous, just or so
Those
slow.
mixers in there will mix it all up.
Yeah, there's like a big paddle mixer in there.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
There's two. There's one on the bottom and one up in the middle, and it just continues to agitate it to keep it consistent.
All right, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, all the grain's in. Most of our water's in. Yep.
So
Button it up.
we close the lid here.
Lid up. All right. And tighten her down. Tighten down the hatch.
Perfect. And the mixer keeps mixing through this whole process.
Mixes for the whole duration of the process. It helps those starches convert, and then we'll start heating it up and then eventually cooling it down.
Guys, I'm sweating over here. It's kind of hot by this big pot still here. So it's on now, right?
Yeah, it's on and going.
So what kind of still is this? Talk a little bit about the still in general.
So the still is an Arnold Holstein copper pot still. It was handmade in Germany. It has the main purpose of the pot still. The main part is over here. It's a pot still with an alembic top to it, and then we have a vodka column right in the center here, and then this is our whiskey or eau de vie type spirit column on the right-hand side.
So now we're making whiskey in here. This is your final sort of run on it. What's coming out of there right now? What do we have? What do we have going on?
The low wine started in the pot like we talked before. It came over and through this back tube and through this side column. It's running up through the top and then to the condenser. So the condenser just has water in it, and it condenses the vapor back to a liquid form.
Okay.
And it's coming out in the bottom here, which
And it's not mixing with water. It's being cooled by the water that's inside there, and it's coming out as the liquid.
we actually will take a sample here. So this is the first part of the distillation run, which is your heads. Has a lot of esters. It has a lot of acetone type smells, flavors to it. So that is what we refer to as kind of the late heads. So the process of the distillation goes from heads to hearts, which is the good quality stuff, and then tails.
Whoa.
So
I think I just burned my nose here, guy.
It is about 180.
Oh gosh.
180 proof.
So at what point do we get to the hearts, and how do you know that you're at the hearts?
So we'll taste and smell it throughout the process. So right now we're just tasting it and smelling it as it comes out the still. And we've come to a point where we're able to determine when that ends and when the hearts begin. So
just by taste and smell.
Correct.
That's it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're getting pretty close to the heart section right now. We should be pretty close. So we're just going to taste it one more time. Make sure we're there, and we'll make our cut. And so we're definitely into the beginning stages of hearts right now. So that's where Brandon just switched this valve, and we're going to start collecting it up through the pear tube right now.
Got it. So now where's that going? It's you change the valve. It's no longer going down, but around.
Yeah, it's going to go into one of these collection tanks. So it's going to go up through this pear tube. We'll see it coming over here in a couple of seconds, and then it's going to come down through this tube and into one of these collection tanks over here. And we'll collect all the hearts, and at that point, once it's done, we'll proof it back with the reverse osmosis water that Brandon was talking about a little earlier, and then it goes directly into a barrel at that point.
Wow. And so then why barrels? Why store and age in oak barrels?
And these are new American oak barrels, so they're going to store in the barrels for somewhere around 18 months to 2 years. And you're going to get a lot of those color, first of all. It's going to get the spirit initially goes in the barrel as a clear spirit. And you're going to get that color from the barrel. You're going to get a lot of those tannic oak type flavors from the barrels. You're going to get a lot of that caramel, vanilla, all these different characters that you wouldn't get unless you aged it in a barrel. All right, so the barrel's all full now. Garrett, we'll let you do the honors of putting the bung home and letting it sit there for the next 2 years.
Hammering it in?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, this is awesome, guys. So just set it right here like this.
Yep. Don't be gentle.
Don't be gentle.
Don't be gentle.
No tap.
don't break it.
Whack it. Another one.
Keep going.
Sure, why not?
Ha! Whoa! Yes. Whiskey.
Perfect.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that awesome?
Yeah.
That's great. It's cathartic, guys. I feel good. All right, so it sits here for a while. Then you put it in the bottles. and then you sell it to either consumers here or you take it to restaurants, other retail locations. Is there anywhere in the local area that we can taste your stuff?
Yeah, we have a bunch of different local restaurants and bars that feature our products. And one in particular, the Geyserville Gun Club and bar we're going to go to tomorrow, where we're going to taste some of the spirits.
Guns and whiskey?
Yeah.
Is that
Does it get any better? Let's be honest.
guys?
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
I'm excited to go.
Sure.
All right, guys. Geyserville Gun Club. Damien. Hey.
How's it going?
Great. Good to
Welcome.
see you, man. Thanks for having us at your bar.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Next time you guys should bring me a shirt, though.
Yeah. Got to represent, the Sonoma brothers, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. They'll get you one, right? Damien, I'm so excited for the whiskey tasting and what you've created with it. We were just at the distillery and we followed the whole process through, from the grains, the fermentation, to the distillation of the whiskey. So, and this is sort of the end of the road, right, where we're actually enjoying it and consuming it and mixing with it. So tell us what you made here.
Okay. So what I made over here is going to be a variation on the Manhattan Black. And normally that's made with a spirit called Averna, an Italian Amaro, a bitter, which is meant as a digestive. However, the Averna was a little too aggressive. It took over it, and this is a kind of a delicate whiskey to me. It has the cherry in there, and I think that Sabona Amaro works a lot better. So I use that in place, and just a little dash of bitters and the maraschino cherry at the bottom to finish.
Nice. Well, let's taste the whiskey first, huh?
Oh,
What do you think?
Cheers.
Let's go.
Cheers, guys.
From grain to
Cheers.
glass, huh?
I love that it just explodes in your palate. Lots of that dark cherry. I can see why maybe you put a cherry in the mixed drink, right? It just highlights that fruity, the dark
Yeah, a lot
fruits.
of vanilla, caramel, those oak tannins that you get coming through there, and also a little bit of that cherry aftertaste as well.
Yeah. All right. So then the cocktail.
Let's go for it.
Nice. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Cheers.
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 That's nice.
Man.
Some cinnamon qualities with that.
Yeah, almost a
warm.
little bit of mint or
Yeah. Is there mint in there? What's the deal?
It's a secret thing. That's the problem with these Amari.
can't tell you.
Secret
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Special
I
formula.
don't have the secrets to give you,
Okay.
unfortunately.
He tried to steal some of our recipes yesterday too.
Yeah. That's what I do, man. I just walk around and steal recipes.
Yeah, you did a great job of balancing it out with the flavors of the bourbon and your cocktail. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, you did a great job balancing the flavors of all of these different drinks with the spirits, which leads me to a nice question. Like, how do you approach mixology when you're looking at a spirit and then you're creatively envisioning a cocktail? How does that work for you?
I'd probably go about it a little bit the harder way around, because anyone can go online and type in vodka martini or Cosmo or what have you.
Yeah.
But when you look at vodka gin martinis, it's just gin and dry vermouth. But then you gotta ask yourself why you're choosing that gin and why you're choosing that vermouth. There's a reason why some liquors will typically win out in competitions. When you get things to work together and bring out the best aspects of one another, that's what makes the drink special.
Got it. Got it. So it's the balance and it's the synergy and it's between all the ingredients, like you were saying earlier.
Of course, yes.
I have learned so much from the Sonoma brothers about all the details that go into the making of their finely crafted spirits. And you know what? They're just as good neat as they are in a locally sourced cocktail. I hope you'll join us next time as we continue to explore and unlock the magic of transforming raw ingredients into things that are spoiled to perfection.
Spoiled to Perfection is brought to you by Bubby's. See us online at bubbies.com. And remember to eat my pickles, wear clean underwear, and marry a doctor.
Mm.